coming for a visit and a nice relaxed Sunday supper. It also happens to be Michael and my wedding anniversary, so there's also reason to celebrate. My mom would normally make dessert for Sunday supper, so of course I will too. But I'm making a rather fancy dessert, a pear and spice chocolate tart. My mom was always so great about making dessert for us for Sunday supper, so it's nice to be able to carry on the tradition. I'm making a chocolate crust as the base. Half a cup of soft, unsalted butter. My mom loves chocolate, and my dad loves pears. Michael likes both, so I know I've got a dessert we'll all enjoy. Just 3 tablespoons of sugar. Making this chocolate crust is really quite easy. It's like making a cookie dough. I'm adding 2 egg yolks. The yolks add richness to the tart crust, but keep it tender at the same time. And for the dry ingredients, 3/4 of a cup of flour and 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. You can use regular or Dutch processed cocoa. I don't want to forget the salt. 1/2 teaspoon. Sift that in. And my crust dough is done, just like a cookie dough. Because the butter is so soft right now, it'll be hard to roll, so I'll chill it just until it's easy to handle. Then I'll roll it out, line my removable bottom tart shell, dock it with a fork, and bake it for 18 minutes at 350, then I can fill it. When this crust bakes, it takes on such a rich chocolate color. My pie shell is done. That took 18 minutes in a 350 oven. And I'm turning down my oven temperature to 325 for that silky chocolate filling I'm now ready to make. This truly is a ganache, a truffle filling, and that means equal parts cream and chocolate. So I'll start with 3/4 of a cup of whipping cream, and I'll bring that just below a simmer. I want to keep an eye on it. Cream can boil over very quickly. My spices and chocolate. Got my 6 ounces of baking chocolate. These look like everyday chocolate chips, but they're actually baking or couverture chocolate. I do love chocolate and cinnamon, so a teaspoon of cinnamon. And one of my newly found favorite spices, ground cardamom. Michael loves it, and so does my dad, so I know they'll enjoy it. 1/2 teaspoon of that. Chocolate is so intense that you can use a fair bit of spices when you're making an infusion. And I will add a bit of black pepper for heat. The spices in the chocolate are a great combination, but so is the addition of the pears I'll slice and put on top. While my cream is heating, I'll just whisk up an egg. Baking an egg into the truffle filling, I find lightens the consistency, so it's easier to slice, but it also melts on the tip of your tongue just a little bit quicker. The cream is almost at a simmer. Whisk in those spices. I like to use a spatula when I'm folding the hot cream into the chocolate. A gentle touch when you're mixing melted chocolate is always a good idea. Oh, that smells fabulous. Stir the chocolate from the center and then move it out. That smells good. I can smell the cinnamon and the cardamom in there. A little splash of vanilla. I can can just stir in the egg. Fill the tart shell. Now this is a lovely tart all on its own, just baked and chilled like this. It only takes 12 minutes in the oven, but after it comes out of the oven, I'll chill it down and then top it with poached pears. This will be a special anniversary and Sunday supper all combined.